Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. We begin with storm damage coverage in Menominee and Oconto Counties. Locals there are cleaning up after an EF1 tornado touched down near Kashina and traveled through Berry and Legend Lakes. Drew Bass spoke with a local campground owner whose land was in the path of the destruction. He joins us now live in the newsroom with more on that. Drew.
Bill, in the towns of Gillett and Kashina, power lines and trees were brought down throughout the tornado's 9-mile stretch, with winds topping 100 miles per hour. Take a look at the damage at Krieger's campground along Berry Lake. You can see trees uprooted and branches split. We also see a handful of campers flipped on their sides, even one with the wheels facing straight upward. Tree services are already on the grounds assisting in the cleanup efforts. With all the tornado and hail damage, campground owner David Krieger had a busier Tuesday morning than normal, but he's glad that everyone was okay.
We were fortunate. The campers that tipped, nobody was in them.
Yes.
So nobody got hurt or anything. That was really good. And then it's just a process of cleaning up. Pretty much straightforward, you know, fix the damage and then go on.
Neighboring campers also told me they personally reached out to those who were impacted by the storm. Bill.